Hello, Stampers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper. I'm an independent SU demonstrator, Stampin' Up demonstrator outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Going to give you a couple minutes to hop on. Be sure to say hi. Let me know where you're watching from when you join. And just trying to adjust my lighting a little bit here. Could be me. It just looks dark tonight. But I'm celebrating lots of things tonight. First thing that I'm celebrating is the fact that this is my 100th video. So I'm actually going to do two projects for you tonight, an interactive and a fun fold. And the fun fold was new to me, so hopefully it'll be new to some of you. And I'm also celebrating that thanks to all of my wonderful followers and watchers and customers and friends and family and team members, I earned the cruise that we will be taking in 2023 to Norway. So that's pretty exciting. Hey, Donna. So thank you to all of you, whether you just watch me, whether you follow me, whether you've shared my stuff with one of your crafty friends, whether you purchase, all of that. I appreciate all of that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Hello, Valerie. Good to see you. Good to see you. I got lots of things to share with you tonight. So we're going to get right into it. And as people hop on, they can join. Hi, Betty. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, guys, and chat with me, okay? But yeah, so 100th video. And I have to tell you, the very first video that I did just about broke for YouTube, just about broke me. I walked away for quite a few months. It was a pre-recorded video, and I think I had to do it 8 times. And it took me just shy of 23 hours to get it to load onto YouTube. So the fact that we're celebrating my 100th video tonight is pretty amazing to me. But we are. And I had lots of great help along the way to help figure things out. My husband, there's another sister demonstrator who I just adore, and she helped, and just lots and lots of folks. So I'm very thankful for everyone. But we're going to talk now about what all is going on for you. And boy, is there a lot of stuff available right now. So of course, we are looking at the last chance products. We are down to what, 9 days, I think, of last chance. So if there are still things that you want, make sure you're grabbing them. And today's the perfect day, right? If you are on my newsletter or you are on my Facebook, you know, and if you're not and you're on other people's, you know, today is free shipping for all orders of $75 in product or more. Okay. So that's the minimum that Stampin' Up put into place, is the $75 in product. And then you will get free shipping. So immediately, that's 11% savings right there. In addition to that, if you use this host code, you're going to get a free gift from me that I am offering to my customers. You will receive a free $7.50 embellishment, ribbon, or embossing folder of your choice. Now, you don't put that on your order, right? You're going to text me, IM me, email me, call me, whatever, to let me know what item it is that you want. Do not put that on your order. I can't do anything about it once it goes on your order. After you've closed your order, submitted it, then you let me know what you would like for that $7.50 item. And there's lots and lots of things to choose from in the catalog. You can choose it from the mini that's retiring or from the annual catalog. So, and plus you'll get the Just Cards for the month, right? So there you go. That's like another 15, 20. So you've got an 11% savings on 75, which is at least $7.50. I can't do the 1% for some reason in my head. And then you have, what is that? Another 7 cents, I guess. So $7.57, $15 class fee, and a $7.50 embellishment. So it's a pretty good deal. Make sure you grab that though. My offer expires at 11 p.m. Stampin' Up's offer expires at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so that's my time where I am. Hey, Connie. Oh, thank you, Donna. Hey, Carol, good to see you. All right, so last chance. That's enough about that. Of course, that's all the goodies in this mini catalog that did not carry over into our annual catalog. The buy one, get one at 50% off sale for the kit collection is still going on. That's through the end of month as well. You can add those to your free shipping order, right? And get yourself a couple of kits. Remember, put the most expensive one on the order second, so it gets the 50% off. If you're ordering two of the same, you definitely want to enter them individually so that you get 50% off one. And we are going to do a Zoom craft night probably next week. I'm trying to figure out my calendar, where I'm going to work on some kits. You can come and join me. We can chat. It'll be fun. So if you don't have kits, that's fine. Bring cards, bring scrapbook, bring crocheting. I don't care. Bring something crafty to work on. And I'll post more about that on my page, on my Facebook page. Paper Pumpkin. So if you want to do a 3-month Paper Pumpkin subscription, you can get free shipping on that as well. So everything qualifies for free shipping with the exception of the month to month when you sign up just to do month to month. So free shipping ends tonight, 11:59 Eastern time. And then, of course, these fabulous catalogs are on their way. They'll be here before you know it. Some of you I know have already gotten them from me. If you don't have a demonstrator you're working with and you need catalogs, reach out to me and we will make that happen for you. I'm happy to help you on your Stampin' journey. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you is this cute little package of note cards. So we have this cute little box to package in, and you're gonna get, this is a class that I'm offering. This is the Garden Birdhouse class. So check these cute little cards out. These are mailable. They're a little bit smaller, right? They're the 3x5 size plus the envelopes, but you can mail these. You can tuck them in a gift bag. You can put them on a package, whatever you want to do with them. You can also create the entire kit and that can become a gift, right? Because I even put a little label on called Birthday Wishes. You will get that label, but you can stamp anything on it that you like. So you get enough supplies to create 2 full sets of cards and 2 boxes with the belly band. The only thing you're not getting is the shred. That would just be too messy. That Paper Pumpkin kit, I think, is going to be awesome. What you will need, though, for sure, is the Garden Birdhouses stamp set. That's in the catalog. It's $18. If you register through my registration link, you can get that for no shipping and tax. I'm just offering it for $18. I also have a list there of all of the inks and the blends, etc., that I use to create the projects. So you'll be able to check those out. If you need to add any of those to your collection, you can do that right there. For free, you receive a full package of the iridescent rhinestones. There's purples, there's peaches, there's oranges, there's even a little bit of a blue in there. And of course, the silver. I mentioned that you get 2 of the boxes. So you get 2 full boxes. You get 10. So yes, you need 4 for each kit. So you will have 2 extras in case you make a boo-boo. But you get 10 note cards and envelopes, or you'll have 2 extra cards to do something fun with that you'd like. And you get a half a pack of the beautiful butterfly paper. Okay, this is a 6x6 pack. You will get 2 sheets of each, which will allow you to create the 4 cards twice. And it gives you all the rest of that paper to play with. All of that for $25 plus $8 postage if you are a long distance Stampin' friend. Okay, so that's quite a nice little kit that you got going there. And like I said, you can make them and keep them for yourself. You can make them as a gift for someone, or you can make them as a partial gift and include it with something else. All right. And then one last announcement, and then we'll get into the cards. I know I'm talking a lot, right? Because there's a lot to talk about. And that is the winner of our card that we did last Tuesday. So pretty. Love the rain boots. So sad that they're leaving us. And the winner of this was Corinne. And I don't know if I saw her come on yet. She's usually on with us, but I will be popping that into the mail to her sometime between now and the weekend. So congratulations, Corinne. And all right, I think that was everything I had to share with you. So let's go right into our cards. And we are going to see how good my memory is. This was actually a card that we did in my clubs this month. And it was so cute and so much fun. I had to come and share it with you, but I can't find the original. So I can't show you the original right now, but you'll see it when we finish the card. All right, so this is kind of a fun fold interactive card. But remember, since this is my 100th video that we're celebrating, I have a second card tonight. So that's exciting too, because I usually only do one card on Tuesday night. All right, so soft succulent is our card base. We are going to create that little flap just by trimming off the edge. All the measurements and everything will be under the video. Give me about an hour once I get off of here. I was literally designing all day right up until dinner, and I didn't have a chance to prep that. So I will get that out there just as fast as I can for you. We are going to use some evening evergreen, and we're using some of that beautiful Flowering Fields Designer Series paper. Now, when I checked these yesterday, everything was still available. So, but these are all retiring items, right? So you want to grab them, and no better day than a free shipping day, right? So just mount that onto the strip of evening evergreen, and you see what's coming, I'm sure. We're going to go ahead and mount that right here on our flap. This is an easy fun fold. Don't we all love easy fun folds? This is going to be what we're going to mount on the front flap. And then I do have a piece of basic white that we're going to be putting on the inside. I'm going to take my jacket off, guys. All of a sudden it got very warm down here. I think it's because of all the lights being on. So we are using the tulip fields that goes along with the, I'm afraid because it's going to be wet and now I'm going to blue ink on my hands. I'm not sure where that came from. The tulip field stamp set as a bundle, it was $45.75, but I believe those dies are on sale for $16.50. They're on page 17 in the mini catalog. The stamp set itself, that's 18, so $34.50 for this bundle. And look at all, this is the one with the little bicycle in. How cute. I love the little bicycle. It also has some fencing that you can create, some really nice trees to cut out, your cloud dies, this image as well. And I think that's everything on there. So a nice set, great price. We're going to keep this out. We're going to use that in a little bit as well. Right. And then the only other stamp set I'm using on this, and it's simply for the greeting, is Artistically Inked. That one's been around for quite a while. And I'm just using the happy birthday out of that. I'm actually using the garden birdhouses that I just showed you in the class kit that I'm using for the inside greetings. So those are the products. I'm grabbing a piece of scrap paper here. We're going to do a little blending brush action, create ourselves a sky and a landscape. Got Balmy Blue and Soft Succulent. Let's not put the green in the blue ink pad. I'm going to do this because I used some Starry Sky recently with this brush. And I don't wash my brushes, right? I have one for blue. Now, I do think I need to do a light blue and a dark blue. And I actually thought I had done that. Let me just double check myself here, guys. I really feel like I had a light blue brush. And I do. So let's go with that one. That one's going to be a little cleaner. So lights and darks is what I do with the colors, but I don't clean them in between for a couple of reasons. It takes a bit to get them clean when you wash them. And then you have to figure out a way to prop them. So you need a little bit of counterbalance weight, right? So that they drain, so all the water drains down this way. Because if you leave them lay like this to dry, what happens is that water settles down into the base of the brush. And guess what? It will splay your bristles. And then you will not have a nice blending brush anymore. So I prefer to just keep them dedicated to their individual colors. So we're just going to put some balmy blue on here. We're not going to go real dark. And as you can see, there's that blue I got my finger in earlier. It's all right. 'Tis all right. We're just going to blend that right in. Always start off so that doesn't happen, but I don't think it's going to matter because when you see what we're going to put on here, I think it'll cover it up very nicely. Let's try some soft succulent now. I do absolutely adore our blending brushes. I cannot say enough good about them. And then here's my green. I think the last thing we used in that was soft succulent. But remember too, if you do a lot with your blending brushes, you definitely want to make sure you keep your ink pads inked. Because just the sheer usage of this, right? Taking it across your ink pad will really eat up your ink. And I don't want real dark shades behind here. Actually, I think that's looking pretty good. Back in, this looks just a little white to me. And again, I apologize if you're going, that's not white. I still don't have true vision out of my left eye. So everything I'm doing these days, I feel like it's crooked or it's not what I wanted. We're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting on here. This is going to be a guide for us. This one's taken a really long time. It's taken its good old sweet time coming back. And, I don't know quite how long I'm going to let it go until I make the decision or the difficult decision to have the surgery done. Because nobody likes to have surgery, and surgery on your eye is not great. But okay. All right. So now just going to go ahead and mount that onto our evening evergreen. Very subtle change in our balmy blue to our soft succulent. We've got some clouds here. So I'm going to pull a couple of those out, maybe 3. And they're different. Each cloud is different. I think there's 3 in the dies, but I think we used up one whole pack that we had cut for club. So I'm just going to go with one of the larger ones and then 2 of the smaller ones. I'm going to grab a silicone pad. If you are worried about getting your, all of my silicone pads have taken off. So we'll do it on the scrap paper. Making sure that you get adhesive all over it, then by all means use your Tombow liquid glue, right? Because you definitely want to make sure that this is mounted flat. That will become very important and apparent why I'm saying that in just a couple of minutes here. So we're going to put this guy right here. And nice and flat. And then I've got 2 other ones. And then we're going to get rid of the grit paper. We'll do the same thing with him. I think him we're going to run right off the edge. So I'm going to grab my scissors and trim that. And you can scatter your clouds wherever you want, right? It doesn't really make a difference. however you like to see them in the sky. I thought mounting that was a good idea. Perhaps it wasn't. Open that up there. So what kind of a day was it in your neighborhood? I wasn't outside at all today, so I have no idea what my day looked like. All right, then I need to grab this and our arms. We're just going to cut that right out of the center of the soft suede. So I will be right back. I'm going to go over here and take care of that on my die cutting machine. Well, it was supposed to be really hot here. I did go up to make lunch and it was very pretty. It looked pretty out, but I didn't go outside. Okay, we'll pull that off and then I'm going to grab my, take your pick tool. Oh, hot. Yes, very hot. And you were, it was quiet where you were, huh, Donna? Okay. I always like to clean that out so that it's ready for the next project when the time comes. And then I did pre-cut the body, if you will, of the windmill. So this, if you haven't guessed, is going to be our windmill arms. I put adhesive sheet on the back of this. Nice, Carol. That's awesome. We had a few days like that without rain, which was nice. And I think they're gone. I think we are now into the dog days of summer, as they like to say, right? So I just pulled the adhesive sheet backing off, and I'm going to line that up on the windmill. Just like so. I'm going to grab a foam pad here because we are going to mount our arms. So I have the paper piercer on the other end of my die brush. I am lining up this opening with the the circle on the windmill body and piercing that. And then we have these fabulous brads, and we've got squares and circles, and it doesn't matter. Ideally, I want to find a small square or circle. Oh, there's one. Got it. So the foam pad allows me not only to pierce down through there, but it also allows me to just push that brad down through as well. So then I can pop that up. Everything stays together. And I can flip it over and I can open the prongs on the back. So I used to say when I would do these that it's like the old paper fasteners when I was in school. And I'm going to bend that down. Now, if I had my craft and rubber scissors here, I would trim that off. Those are old scissors that we used to have when we were mounting, but the windmill actually spins if you do it that way. So you don't want to tape your arms on. You want to put them on with the brad, and then there's an interactive portion to your card. How cool is that? Hey, Corinne, thank you. Corinne, you won the card from last week. I don't think you were on when I was saying it, so I'll be popping this in the mail to you, probably by the weekend. Trying to figure out what my week looks like. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop this on here. just like that. So it's sitting down in our grass. Our clouds are nice and flat behind it. And then this will spin. Isn't that neat? Look at that. Now you can mount it flat or you can pop it up on dimensionals, whichever you prefer. We're going to go ahead and mount the panel first. And we're simply going to do that by putting a little bit of adhesive back here, just on this left side, if you will. Again, you can use your Tombow, you can use your Seal Plus, you can use anything that you like. You just want to make sure that you don't come too far over on the back so as to not seal your card shut. Okay. Go ahead and grab this a while and we'll go ahead and stamp our greeting in there. I have very colorful fingers all of a sudden. I always like to check it to make sure it's going the right direction. Well, that didn't come out very well. Let's try that again. That's better. We'll take that one. How about that? Does anybody have the Windmill? I played with this one a lot. I really expected it to carry over. I really did. I was surprised that it didn't. All right, so should we do dimensionals or should we just mount it flat? What do you think? But you see, you want those clouds to be mounted flat so that they don't interfere with your windmill. I think we'll pop it. Let's pop it, shall we? Do you? Oh, do you, Corinne? And Connie does too. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Have you made the interactive portion of it where the arms spin? If I do this too, I can help hold my brad pieces in place. All right. Just like that. Then I know. No, don't do that. Oh my goodness. Somebody did that in club the other night. And I said, no, don't do that because then it won't spin. It might, but I'm not going to risk it. So we're going to go back down here. There we go. That looks better. Oh, you got the dies today, Donna. Good. They are fun. They're a lot of fun. I like things that we can create a surprise for the recipient, right? Oh, well, you got to get the brads. Got to get the brads. See, I'm going to cover up that spot where the blue ink from my finger got on here. Preferably, I'd like my windmill to be sitting straight. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So there we go. There's our windmill. And then on the inside, hope each moment of your day is as special as you are. Cute, right? Very cute. Okay, so that was project number 1. Like I said, this is my 100th video on YouTube. So I'm doing 2 tonight for you. The other one is also a fun fold. This is the fun fold that was new to me. I get a few of these things put away, so as to not confuse myself. All right, so this one is the one we're going to do now. And I love anything that highlights our, oh, Carol, you have to get them. You can do that little fun technique there. It highlights our designer series paper. And I thought this worked beautifully. This is Abstract Beauty, I think it's called, Abstract something. It is retiring. It's in the mini catalog, but it goes great with the Paradise Palms, which is where that particular palm tree stamp set came from. And we've got some old olive going on. We've got the fern embossing folder. Show you something fun with that too. Okay. And we've got some of the pebbles, and the pebbles are on sale for $5.25. Hi, Tina. Oh, I'm sure you could, Donna. I'm sure you could. It's just cutting it and putting the body together with the detail and then putting that thread right through the center. Yeah. For take your pick tool or a piercing tool of some sort, and then the foam pad are important to help you do that easily. I mean, you could still do it, but it's a little more difficult. Okay. So, Old Island is my base, as I said, and we are going to bring in my paper score. We're going to score this at 1 3/8 and 5 5/8. But again, I will put the measurements underneath the video for you. It'll just take me a little bit to get those up. 1 3/8. Not that I don't trust myself. Yep, that's what that is. It just didn't look right. 1 3/8 and 5 5/8. Or just flip it around and do 1 3/8 on the other end. And then we're going to bring those in. And that's all we need the paper clip for. Bang, sorry. So we're going to crease those really well. And then I'm going to run that through the embossing machine with the fern. Now, this is a 3D embossing folder. We're going to emboss the whole card base. Okay. So you'll have fern pattern on the back, which I think is kind of cool. On the inside flaps, everywhere. I think that's neat. Let me switch out my pieces and parts over here. I don't know about you guys, but one of the first things I get in a new catalog is new embossing folders. And I missed one in my pre-order. I just saw it today. I'm like, hey, where'd that come from? I don't know how I missed it. It was hiding on one of the pages. So there we go. There we have our ferns on the back, our ferns on the edges. We're going to bring in the rest of our pieces here. That is our designer series paper. And we should have 2 sets of this that are exactly the same. One's going to be the inside of our card, and one's going to be the outside. And I need to trim this one down. This one appears to be correct, but this one is just a little bit too long. So this is 3.5 by 2 3/4. This is 2.5 by 3.25. There we go. Those are easy fixes, right? So I made this a retirement card because my husband had a coworker that was retiring, but unfortunately she retired before I could do the video. So I made another retirement card too. He got that one instead. That's retirement wishes. That is not the one we want right now. We want the one that says, hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. Oh, hi, Debbie. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, I'm doing 2 tonight because it's my 100th. My 100th video for YouTube. So we've got that, and then we're going to work on this other piece. We're going to bring in this out way. Grab those palm trees. I'm going to use my Stampin' Right markers to create my palm trees. I'm also going to use that. I think this is like the beachy looking stamp in the Paradise Palms. So We're going to put that down across the bottom first. And yep, I'm going to go right on my grid paper. Okay. And then I've got my crumb cake and my evening evergreen Stampin' Right markers here. I always work with my lightest first. And when you're using your Stampin' Right markers, you want to use the brush tip to do this trick. And we're going to color right on the rubber. For new stampers, this is always a wow moment. It's like, that's how you get two colors on the same stamp. And it's also gives you double duty for your Stampin' Right markers. I have tried doing this with blends. It does not work. The blends, because they're alcohol based, dry quickly. And you don't have the opportunity to use the stamp while the ink is still wet. Now we're going to do the palm portion. And the reason I do the lightest, of course, first is because I'm not bringing my light in after I've done this heavy green and potentially bleeding into my marker with the evening evergreen ink, right? So always work lightest to darkest when you're doing this technique. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to make it, to be honest with you. I was telling them earlier, the first video I did took me, it was a recorded video. It took me 8 tries to get it the way I wanted it. And then it took me my husband and I worked on it 16 hours straight trying to load it. And then I walked away from it. Like, perhaps this isn't for me. Thank God we figured it out with some help, because I love being here with all of you. So we have some mango, and this little sun comes right out of that same Paradise Palm set. I'm going to put that up here in the corner. Now I want to be on this beach wherever it is. Anybody else? Then I had that other stamp. What did I do with it? There it is. Calypso Coral. It's funny, Calypso Coral is one of those colors I hadn't used very much, but now I use it all the time. I'm not sure why. What happened? It does help, and I do know this is true. It does help when we have the color in the designer series paper. I'm going to mount that on there. All right, so now let's look at our fun fold. So we have this large piece of the Calypso Coral. And we're going to mount that on the inside left flap. Okay, but before we do that, we want to put our, oops, upside down. We want to put our piece of designer series paper right down the center. Now, if you are comfortable eyeballing it by, oh my goodness, by all means, go ahead and eyeball, or you can get your ruler out, whatever you want to do. I'm going to eyeball it, which is a little scary right now, but we're going to go for it. I could do it this way, couldn't I? This would at least give me some guidance. Not much. Gonna go right about there. What do you think? How's that look to you guys? I think we're going to be okay. This, like I said, is going to get mounted right in here. So what we want is we want just a little bit of that coral showing on both sides once we mount it. So I'm going to line it up like that. And then I am going to actually just run my adhesive. You could do tear and tape here, which might be a little bit of a safer bet because you want to keep it pretty narrow so that the arm, or the green, if you will, now, let's not get an attitude, comes the whole way over the tape. But I think we're going to be fine. Let's slide it just a hair that way. There we go. Look at that. I think that looks perfect. Okay, so then the thing to remember now is that this piece is going to come and get mounted on this side. And again, I'm just staying on that right side. I'm not coming very far in with the tape because I want that to be centered as well. And then it opens up, and see, I came too far. So I'm going to have to take some of that off with my adhesive eraser. And then we're going to put this inside. But what I want to make sure I do, you know what, let me grab, do I have one here? I thought I did. Let me grab that adhesive eraser. Stampin' Up! Used to sell the adhesive eraser. We don't any longer, but I know that you can get them at different places. I even think that some of the dollar stores have them. But I want to show you the easy way to make sure that that inside piece gets mounted correctly. And with that tape there, I can't do that. So I would highly recommend, if you don't already have an adhesive eraser, pick one of those up. Always go in the same direction as you're trying to get the adhesive off. You can see it's all gumming up and balling up down here at the bottom. And it's all nice and clean at the top. I've seen people try to do this. That does not work. Don't go back and forth with it. Always just pull it down. There we go. We're all good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to layer that right there. And I'm going to put adhesive like that. And then I'm going to bring this up and close it, except that I put the adhesive where my fingers are gone. So that's okay. We are going to do just that, just like that. And then you're going to have perfect alignment, right? It's going to be nicely hidden on both sides. And there you go. What do you think of that one? We're going to add some pebbles because they're just too darn cute. As soon as I figure out where I put them. I showed them to you. I'll find them when I clean up, because right now they seem to have taken off on me. I don't know where they went. But this is what they'll look like. We'll put on 3 pebbles down there right under the trunks of the trees. And but I think that's a cute little fold. And it's pretty easy. So again, the measurements and everything will be underneath the video that you can check those out. And here is the other one that we did, our interactive windmill card, which I just love, love, love. And we just did a little bit of balmy blue and soft succulent. You could make them darker if you want that to stand out or pop a little bit more, along with our flowering fields. Again, this bundle is retiring, and the dies are on sale for, I think, $16.50, and the stamp set is $18, so that would be $34. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me while we celebrated my 100th video. And hopefully I'll be around for another 100. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you. Yes, make sure you leave me a comment. Tell me where you're watching from, guys. I always like to know who all's looking and watching. And please give me a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends. And even if you're watching the replay, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. and leave a comment, and then everybody gets entered into the drawing for the 2 cards. And I'll give them away next Tuesday. Thanks again, guys. Have a great week, and check me out on Facebook if you're over there. Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper. I'm on live Thursday mornings at 10 and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Take care. Bye, guys.